What's up guys, welcome to another video, and today we're going to be talking about Need for Speed No Limits. Now, you're probably asking yourself, is this really your gameplay? Nah, it's really not. So basically I just tried to record this by myself on my own, you know, just using my HTC One M8. And I think it's safe to say it didn't go that well. Let's just say the quality was awful. Everything was just awful. The audio was awful. So I've just decided to use someone else's, and I'm just going to give them some credit in the description below. Thank you very much to whoever is gameplay this is. But I have played the game on my mom's iPad, as I said yesterday I would. And I think I'm ready to give my final, my first impressions of the game, what I think, and you know, the step it's going to take for Need for Speed. So, you know, without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Okay, so at the moment I'm just upgrading my Fiesta. Obviously it's got the fuel limit, so I'm kind of limited to what I can do in that sense. But basically what I'm doing is I'm upgrading the Fiesta. You know, made it look all swig. I put a big spoiler on, and obviously all of the upgrades. And I can say overall I'm pretty happy with what's, you know, in the game. It's a really good time for Need for Speed, and that's the main point I'm going to be talking about in this video. Because obviously not too bothered about the actual game. Like, mobile games really don't kind of appeal to me, but Need for Speed does. Hence why I actually got the game, to see, you know, how in-depth it is. So I'm going to be talking about the things that have really changed, you know, in comparison to the old Need for Speeds from what I've gathered playing the game. Now obviously the controls and stuff are going to be completely different, so that doesn't really play any factor. But I tell you what, so many things have changed, you know. Just looking at it, there has to be some things in this game which are related to Need for Speed 2015. Jesus, there's loads. There's absolutely loads. So number one, soundtrack. The soundtrack is now kind of electronic rap. Electronic rock. So it's nice to see the kind of electronic, you know, and rock music come back. There is no rap. I will say that there is no rap. So I would really like to see them add that into Need for Speed 2015. So, you know, if you are watching this, Ghost, I would love to see that. You know, absolutely love to see some rap in there, as well as some rock electronic, you know, kind of basically, you know, you could easily add some good Drake, or maybe, you know, Rick Ross or something like that. So you know, soundtrack overall is amazing. You know, some of the songs in the game, and especially for a mobile game, it is phenomenal. So we've got that. I would obviously like some rap in there, and like, honestly, like if you like picked up some really unknown rappers like Logic, or Vic Mensa, that could be really good for both for them and for the game. I mean, a lot of the older Need for Speeds had songs in them which I'd never ever heard of, which obviously just made them a lot more popular. And you know, I'm pretty sure one of the songs from Most Wanted actually got into Tokyo Drift because of that, because obviously the increase in popularity. So yeah, I would love to see some more rap in there, but again, I digress. So that's obviously great feature in the game, well, great implementation of the game. I absolutely adore the soundtrack. It is, honestly, it's so much better than that 30 Seconds to Mars bullshit that we had in the last couple games. No offense if you like 30 Seconds to Mars, but it's really, you know, not suited to kind of the underground type game, hence why I don't really like it. And it's obviously, well, I guess in a way it was kind of suited to Hop Shoot 2010. But it's definitely, if it was in this game, I think I'd be very upset. I actually kind of like that song. What was it called? It was called something to Mars? 30 Seconds to Mars, something? I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, yeah, the soundtrack's great. So let's go on to the next thing, customization. For a mobile game, I'm honestly shocked about how good the customization is. The customization is absolutely phenomenal. For a mobile game, this will really just blow your hair away. It is the greatest customization I have ever seen in, you know, a mobile game ever. Like, ever. And it's not just going to become the most #1 played mobile game because it's a Need for Speed game. It's going to be there because it has customization, and it's possibly one of the best mobile games I've ever played. It is so in-depth. It is so great. It obviously uses a crew upgrading system in terms of its performance, but even then, it is just great. It is so good. I can't explain how fun it is, how well it handles. You know, overall, the actual game itself, phenomenal. If you have actually played it yourself, you'll know what I mean. You know, just the customization alone, it just overwhelms me. And if you're wondering why I'm talking about this now, it's because it's basically confirmed that Need for Speed 2015 is going to have body customization back. I mean, look, okay, they're not going to add all this customization into their mobile game in the same year if it's not in Need for Speed 2015. So we've basically confirmed to ourselves, you know, using some forward thinking and some, you know, just using your eyes. You know, we have got all this, you know, body customization. You know, it's all going to be available in Need for Speed 2015. Now, if I quickly just unlock the iPad, I can see right here we've got loads of customization. You can change all your body starts and body kits and stuff. You can change, you know, all your rims, your spoilers, and all that kind of stuff. It is literally it's overwhelming how in depth it is for a mobile game. And honestly, I would argue it has a lot better customization than some console games. It is generally overwhelming, and I'm loving it. The car choice, again, amazing. Probably asking yourself, what is the downfall of this game? And there's two major ones for me. And that's always online, and the fact that, you know, it's obviously free to play, and it has this fuel system where you only get 6 plays before the fuel has to recharge. So you get 6 slots of fuel, and then once you've used those 6 slots of fuel in races, you have to wait for it to recharge and play again. And that's really the only downfall of these games, but they are pretty huge downfalls. I would say so myself that it is pretty appalling, you know. Free to play is only free to play when it's not milked, and I feel like the kind of system it's using now is really trying to milk the most money out of you, which is understandable because again it's free to play. But I'm very disappointed that they use that system, and I would have preferred that they use something else. But overall, the actual game itself, you know, if you took out the always online and microtransactions and whatnot, it's great. It's really good, and it's a really good sign for Need for Speed 2015, and I cannot wait to see what the guys at Ghost have got. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Make sure to go and visit all my social media links down in the description below, as well as my PayPal, etc. And again, I'll see you guys later. Peace.